Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm not sure what briefings honourable members on the government benches are reading, but all of the ones that I read have made it clear that the message from this budget is dire. Economic growth downgraded, productivity down, and the potential of a pay rise apparently on ice for anything up to 17 years. All in the face of an ever-increasing burden of more and more government debt, fuelled by the persistence of a failed austerity-first economic policy. Britain has gone from is not fine. This budget shows that this remarkable period of Brexit self-harm is causing pain to our country and to my constituents, not just now, but for generations to come. Britain maintained her post-imperial standing in the world due to its thriving economy, its ability to build consensus in the European Union whilst influencing policy in the United States, and due to the strength of our military. But today, we're in the relegation zone of the League of Major Global Economies. We're pulling out of the European Union whilst the President of the United States pulls away from everyone else. We have brewing rebellions over a lack of investment in our armed forces, and we're telling the world that Britain is closed. We have decided to hide from the challenges and the opportunities of globalisation, and we're hoping that if we keep our heads under the Union flag-branded pillow with Royal Britannia on loud enough in Rolls-Royce, Boeing and the Ministry of Defence, world-leading researchers and academics at Bristol University and the University of West of England, one of the largest digital economies in the UK outside of London, and a port managing imports and exports across the world, including tens of thousands of motor vehicles each year, with 40,000 homes, many with a mortgage and those being rented. In the face of a hard Brexit, the economic reality for my constituents is a disaster. Delays at the Bristol port causing gridlock on our roads with redirected car imports and exports due to leaving the customs union. Waiting lists at my hospital rocketing due to departing European doctors and nurses. Clinical scans and cancer treatments potentially postponed due to impending deadlines for medical isotopes from the continent. The loss of investment and jobs due to the potential of advanced manufacturing leaving the UK, with families left with little money each month due to increases in rent and lease or our social care at a time when Brexit is costing billions and billions. Personally, but for one positive that I can be told by this government to give to my constituents in Bristol North West, I would put the national interest first, revoke Article 50 and stop this Brexit period before it causes any more damage, something that the government is empowered to do. Or at the very least, I would commit to staying in the single market and the customs union to protect jobs, investments, standards and the value of this pound. Mr. Speaker, we need to wake up and deal with this Brexit disaster, the elephant in the room in this Brexit process and in the industrial strategy today, not just for the British people, but for Britain's standing and her role in the world.